Red figure pottery. Technique 1. Red figure is, put simply, the reverse of the black figure technique. Both were achieved by using the three-phase firing technique. The paintings were applied to the shaped but unfired vessels after they had dried to a leathery, near brittle texture. In Attica, the normal unburnt clay was of orange color at this stage. The outlines of the intended figures were drawn either with a blunt scraper, leaving a slight groove, or with charcoal, which would disappear entirely during firing. Then, the contours were redrawn with a brush, using a glossy clay slip. Occasionally, the painter decided to somewhat change the figural scene. In such cases, the grooves from the original sketch sometimes remain visible. Important contours were often drawn with a thicker slip, leading to a slightly protruding outline relief line. Less important lines and internal details were drawn with diluted glossy clay. Detail in other colors, like white or red, were applied at this point. The relief line was probably drawn with a bristle brush or hair, dipped in thick paint. The suggestion of a hollow needle seems somewhat unlikely. The application of relief outlines was necessary, as the rather liquid glossy clay would otherwise have turned out too dull. After the technique's initial phase of development, both alternatives were used, so as to differentiate gradations and details more clearly. The space between figures was filled with a glossy gray clay slip. Then, the vases underwent triple-phase firing, during which the glossy clay reached its characteristic black or black-brown color through reduction, the reddish color by our final reoxidation. Since this final oxidizing phase was fired using lower temperatures, the glazed parts of the vase did not reoxidize from black to red. Their finer surface was melted, sintered, in the reducing phase, and now protected from oxygen.